Hello everybody and welcome here to AirgunWeb. My name is Rick Eutsler and we're going to tell you the facts, not fluff. Today's rifle is the Marauder Field and Target. This is a great airgun and I can't wait to tell you about it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this. First of all, a little bit of a disclosure here. This rifle is actually pre the official Field and Target version. This came from the Crosman Custom Shop. The big difference is it's got the Weaver rail and it has the integrated regulator. I guess this was so popular from the Custom Shop, they decided to go ahead and turn it in to the Marauder Field and Target. Now, before I did this video, I communicated with Crosman and said, is my gun exactly like what people are going to buy if they get the Field and Target? And they said, yes, absolutely. So what you see here, even though I got this from the Custom Shop before the official Field and Target came out, this is what you're buying when you get the Marauder Field and Target. Now, this rifle shipped to me pushing about 23 foot-pounds. Now, what that equates to in numbers is I'm shooting the JSB 15.89, and they're right at around 815 feet per second. And when I say regulated, I mean probably 50, 60 shots. The spread is like 5 or 6. I mean, it's very, very, very low. You get outside 60 shots and it starts to drop a little bit. But realistically, you're getting a ton of very, very consistent shots out of this rifle, which is exactly what the regulator's supposed to do. Now, 23 foot-pounds, really, that to me, in a hunting perspective, that's going to put me at about a 50-yard max range, I think. Yeah, I've used this in some hunting, and really the effectiveness starts to dwindle a little bit when you get past 50 yards. But 50 yards and in, this thing is just devastatingly accurate. And that's what you want. If you're hunting small game and you're trying to hit something the size of a nickel, you want something that's consistent and accurate, and that's what this gun does. And it's 1 inch accurate at 50 yards all day long. I mean, all day long you should be able to just drop pellet after pellet inside a 1 inch kill zone at 50 yards. And that's what this gun does. You get in closer and that group just gets tighter and tighter. You know, one other thing, if you're out there hunting, you know, having extra magazines is great. And a lot of the other manufacturers, the magazines can be rather pricey, 40, 50, 100 bucks for a simple magazine. Well, Benjamin Crosman, their magazines are relatively inexpensive, well under 20 bucks, 15 bucks really. You can get extra magazines. So carrying a whole pack load of those in your pocket or in your ammo bag is really easy and very affordable. The other thing I want to talk about is filling these guns. Now, I've had the Marauder rifles or the Marauder line since the very, very first Marauders came out. And when I started, I was hand pumping, and I had the original Benjamin pump, and I still have that pump. And you know what? It still works. It doesn't work super well. It doesn't need to be rebuilt at this point because it's been 8 or 9 years, but it still does work. Now, I have sort of graduated to some better equipment. This is the new Venturi Mark IV. It's really the Hill Mark IV. I mean, Hill makes the best hand pump. If you guys want a good, resilient, well-built hand pump that's going to last you for the long term, man, Hill is the way to go. For whatever reason, and I don't know how they do it, it just seems to take less effort and less strokes to fill my air guns up. This rifle, for example, is really well suited for a hand pump. If you guys want something that is a cost-effective way to get into PCPs, this package is really, really a good option. Now, I'm running the Spectrum scope because this is what Crosman sent me. This is their affordable first focal plane, and I gotta tell you, I love the doggone thing. It's inexpensive. It's about 150 bucks plus or minus. And you know, I've got magnification from 4 to 12 on this. First focal plane means that when you increase the magnification, as the picture grows, so does the reticle. So your mil dots stay consistent. So 1 mil high at 50 yards at 4 power is 1 mil high at 50 yards at 12 power. You don't have to learn the scope and every magnification and every mil dot holdover at different ranges. It's consistent. I really like that. And the reticle's kind of thick when it zooms all the way in, but you know what? I've learned to live with that, and the function it gives me, I think, outweighs the fact that the reticle's a little bit thick, especially from a hunting perspective. I mean, I'm not trying to bench rush shoot at 75 yards with this, I'm trying to take prairie dogs out or squirrels or rabbit or whatever I want to take out in small game. That's what I'm using this for. And I think this scope is a great scope for that. I absolutely love it. I have a couple of them, and I'm a real fan of this particular platform. Now again, I'm shooting the JSB 15.8.9s. I have tried the 18.1.3s in this. I don't think it really has the energy to really push those like they need to be pushed to see the accuracy at range. I think the 15.8.9's the correct weight, so you could talk about like the Polymag shorts actually shoot very well in this gun. So you have some options whether you want to shoot a regular dome pellet or you want to shoot a hunting pellet. There are some great options in that 16 grain range, and that's what I would tell you to stick to, because that seems to be where this gun likes to be for accuracy. Now at 50 yards, if you're doing your part, this gun is 1 inch at 50 all day long. You can adjust the trigger. I have played with this a little bit. I know I could take more out of it because I still left it with a little bit of a pull, maybe about 2.5 pounds. But you can get this down to ridiculously light if you want to. But since I'm taking this out in the field, I'd rather have the safety margin. You know, I don't want to bump it and the gun go off. And you can over adjust these triggers, so you have to be super careful with that. But I left it around 2.5 pounds, which for me in a hunting situation, absolutely ideal. The other thing that they did on this, I'll just mention this from my hunter's perspective, you know, if you're going to make a hunting gun, put swivel studs on it. They definitely thought ahead and gave that to us as a standard feature, and I wish other manufacturers would really take that as a hint. If you're going to build us a hunting rifle, put swivel studs on it so we can sling the doggone thing and not have to just carry it freehand the entire day. Makes it for a much nicer hunting trip. Price-wise, this gun's sitting around $600 plus or minus. I guess it depends on where you find it and when you watch this video, but $600, extremely affordable. You spend a couple $100 on a pump, $150 on a scope. You're going to be in that $1,000-ish range for a air gun. That's everything. That's all in at around $1,000, and you're going to have just one dynamite package that's going to shoot really, really well for you for years to come. That's going to wrap it up on our look at the Benjamin Field & Target. Key thing to remember, what really sets us apart is that built-in regulator. It gives you 23, 24 foot-pounds, really, really consistent shots and good high shot count. You know, 60, 70, 80 shots, depending on how far you want to stretch it. This thing, you can just sit down and just shoot and just have a lot of enjoyment out of it, whether you're target shooting or you're out hunting. This really delivers. Super easy to fill with a hand pump. I really think that's an important thing to keep harping on, because some of these air guns that with big cylinders, I mean, it's miserable trying to fill them with this. So then you have to invest in a tank and a compressor and all this other stuff. You don't need to do that with this. This gun is really built well to go with a hand pump. You top it off with this thing and you're going to shoot 70, 80 shots before you have to touch that pump again. Man, that's pretty nice. I have to say, that's a huge, to me, that's a huge plus for this particular air gun. One last thing I need to do, guys, and that's thank Pyramid Air for sponsoring AirgunWeb in these videos. And I know I tell you all the time, but it's important. When you're gonna go buy your next air gun, or you're gonna go get your next big supply of pellets or accessories, do so over at Pyramid Air. That's www.pyramidair.com, and please let them know that Rick sent you their way. My name is Rick Eutsler here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.